Welcome aboard, captains. In today's briefing, I'll show you how to plan a realistic flight using SimBrief just like a real airline dispatcher would. SimBrief is the tool real pilots use to simulate airline-level flight planning, and it's completely free. Let's start by logging in and creating our flight. For this example, we plan a flight from Istanbul to Oslo using the Airbus A330. Let's go step by step like dispatchers do before every flight. First of all, you go to the SimBrief.com page, where you have to register and log in into your account. It's completely free. You can just register one time and you have your account. You will need the SimBrief ID after that, which you can find under your profile. After signing in, you have to go onto the dashboard and then create new flight. This message you can close. And then here under you have all your parameters you have to enter. The red ones are the important ones you have to enter. Airline, flight number you can if you want. My airline code is IK001 as you know. And here you have the departure airport and the arrival airport. In this case I use Istanbul and Oslo. Then under aircraft info I had to select my A330 300 and Imm0rtalKnights. Everything else I will let it be. And under units you have to be careful, you have kilograms or pounds. This depends what you have selected in the EFB of the flight simulator. Here under you can see all the options and here plan step guides. This is important if you want to be really realistic and to fly in a real world. Here you can see the selected route. You can choose other routes. Here you have the Eurocontrol, but you can also select real world. This is really new. It was released just 2 weeks ago, so you can select one of these. I will select one real world route. In this case I will take this or this, yes. So, and then we can also analyze the route if it's valid or not, or you can go on the generate flight. It will generate the flight plan. So after this you can see your generated flight plan with all your flight plan summary and flight info. Everything you can see here will be imported into the flight simulator afterwards. There are only some things that will not be imported, but I will tell you afterwards. So in this case I can also go onto the IFPS validate button and then it will show me the Eurocontrol validation route, and then you have to go onto this page and then you can select here. If you go down, if you scroll down, you can go onto the flight planning and then on free text editor. Here you can copy paste the route and click on validate, and then here we can see unknown designator Iblex. It does not validate the Iblex. This is the SID which cannot be validated at the moment. So this means you have to select the current valid sit in the flight simulator, and here you can delete it, and then click on Analyze Route. We see it's still valid, and then we can go generate the flight. So we have generated the flight with a new route, and then we can go on IFPS validate again. Here, copy, and then go onto this page, and then under flight planning, go onto free text editor and copy paste the copied route into it, and then validate. Here we can see there are no errors anymore. So this flight plan is valid and can be imported into the flight simulator. So we are in the flight simulator, and I started the flight already, and we can now import our route into the flight simulator. You have to click on EFB and then go on SimBrief dispatch add-on. You have to install dispatch add-on because you have you don't have it. You have to install it. You can go into SimBrief page and you can go onto the download and download the SimBrief dispatch add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Here you click on it, and then you have to be signed in, and then you go onto, you have your SimBrief ID. If you click on view, and then you have to go here onto view, and then you can see your generated flight plan, and then you just click on import route, and then it will be imported into Flight Simulator MCDU. Just click on it, import route. Here you have to wait a few seconds until it says SimBrief flight plan has been imported. So it has been imported now. You can close this window, and so after loading, after the import, you can go to the dashboard of the EFB in the aircraft, if you have one, if the aircraft has one. So here you have a small button where it says SimBrief. Click on it, and then it will import all the information, and then you can go to the payload, which is also interesting because you have all your payloads in the SimBrief, in the generated flight plan. So you go here, you can see it. Here is a SimBrief button. Click on it, and then you have all the parameters. I have pounds. You have maybe selected kilogram here, and then you apply. You can choose which one you want. Realistic is up to 40 minutes, fast is up to 5 minutes, and instant. I will do instant in my tutorial. You can choose whatever you want, of course, and then it will be applied. Payload applied. So it will be ready, and then you go back to your MCDU menu, and then you click on the fuel prep button, and you can see here there is missing something. So you have to click on this button where it says set FVW, And then you click on it, and then you have the payload and weight you have in your SimBrief. So this was it. Which was also missing is here, if you go into the init button, you have to enter your alternate route and your flight number and your cost index is also not the one we had in our SimBrief. These three things you have to enter yourself because SimBrief does not import it. I don't know why. But then you are mostly done, because then you are ready to fly. Can check the MCDU if this flight plan is correctly imported. I will just check it. So you can check it on the flight plan button. If you click on the flight plan, you can see the route is more or less imported correctly. There are some small things you have to correct, maybe, like the SID. We don't have it in the flight plan of the SimBrief because it was not valid, as you remember. So we have to select the SID. I go onto the departure and I will select the runway. First the runway and then the SID. And the SID we have here, the current one is the. So after selecting it, you can select the runway for the arrival airport. So I have selected it. So more or less it should be okay now. You can check if there are any discontinuities, because you have to delete this one here. First of all, you have to delete the manual and then the flight plan discontinuity message. Afterwards, your route should be okay, so you can fly this route normally. And so thank you for listening or watching my tutorial. I hope you like it and I hope it will help you. If you have any questions, just write into the comment section, and if you like my videos or my tutorials, please subscribe and leave a like. Immortal Knights 001 Heavy Tower out.